In 2019, one company was valued at $47 billion. Investors were lining up. The media called its founder a visionary. And then, in the space of just 6 weeks, the whole thing collapsed. No scandal brought it down, no fraud, no market crash, just one document. A filing that let the world see inside, and what they found changed everything. This is the story of WeWork, and how one of the most hyped companies in history became one of the most spectacular failures of our time. It started with a simple idea. Office space is expensive. Startups and freelancers need somewhere to work. What if someone built beautiful, flexible workspaces that people actually wanted to be in and rented them out by the desk? Adam Neumann, a tall, charismatic Israeli entrepreneur with bare feet and a habit of speaking in grand statements, co-founded WeWork in New York in 2010. From the start, he was not selling office space. He was selling a feeling, a community, a movement. The offices were stunning. Exposed brick, free beer on tap, neon signs with motivational quotes. Young professionals flooded in. Startups loved it. Even large corporations started renting floors. And investors loved what they saw. By 2014, WeWork was worth $1 billion. By 2017, it was worth $20 billion. People were not just buying desks, they were buying into a vision of the future of work. Neumann had a gift. He could walk into a room of billionaires and make them feel like they were missing out. SoftBank, one of the world's biggest investment funds, poured billions in. At one meeting, Neumann reportedly convinced SoftBank's founder Masayoshi Son to invest $4.4 billion after a 12-minute conversation. 12 minutes, $4.4 billion. WeWork was not just a company anymore, it was a phenomenon. But behind the neon signs and free beer, something was not adding up. WeWork's entire business model had a fundamental problem. They signed long-term leases on buildings, sometimes 15 to 20 years, and then rented those spaces out short-term, often month to month. They were locked into massive fixed costs. Their members were not. If the economy slowed down or if businesses simply stopped signing up, WeWork would still owe billions in rent, with nothing coming in. And the losses were staggering. In 2018, WeWork lost $1.9 billion. The more it grew, the more it lost. Every new location burned cash faster than the last. But none of that was public knowledge, because WeWork was private. Investors only saw what Neumann chose to show them, and Neumann was showing them a dream. He renamed the company the We Company. He launched We Grow a School, We Live co-living apartments. He talked openly about living forever, becoming the world's first trillionaire, and one day running the United Nations. The culture inside WeWork matched the ambition. Tequila shots at company meetings, Neumann surfing in the office, staff who were so loyal they called him a messiah. From the outside, it looked like the future. From the inside, the cracks were everywhere. Then came the IPO. In August 2019, WeWork filed to go public. And for the first time, the world got to read the numbers. What they found was extraordinary. The filing revealed that Adam Neumann had personally trademarked the word "we" and then sold it back to his own company for $5.9 million. He had borrowed hundreds of millions against his shares. He had taken out loans from WeWork itself. He had appointed his own family members to key roles and given his wife veto power over his successor. And the losses. The company was burning through cash at a rate most people could not comprehend. Wall Street was stunned. Analysts who had expected to value the IPO at $47 billion started revising. $40 billion, $25 billion, $15 billion. Then the IPO was pulled entirely. Within weeks, Neumann was forced out as CEO. SoftBank, which had invested billions, took control and valued WeWork at just $8 billion. The man who had been called a visionary 6 months earlier walked away with a reported $1.7 billion exit package just to leave. Thousands of WeWork employees lost their jobs. Many lost stock options they had been counting on for years. The $47 billion company was essentially worthless. WeWork's story is not really about office space. It is about what happens when a compelling vision meets unlimited money and zero accountability. When investors are so desperate not to miss the next big thing that they stop asking basic questions. When a founder's personality becomes more powerful than the numbers behind the business. Adam Neumann has since launched a new company. He has raised hundreds of millions from some of the same investors who lost everything on WeWork. And that raises a question worth thinking about. In a world where the next big idea is always just around the corner, where FOMO drives billions of dollars of investment decisions, have we actually learned anything from WeWork at all? Or are we already funding the next one?